Since I've talked about different perspectives we can perceive music in, I'd like to also show you a visual representation of the multiple levels of perception that are part of a well-formed and efficient relative pitch system. This visual representation allows me to explain how our relative pitch system evolves from a basic level to an advanced level, and how our perception can work in different ways that are all connected. As you can see, we have a first basic level of perception, which is atonality. This simply means the absence of a clear tonal framework and tonal center. We all start from here. And then, by being exposed to music during our lives, most of us naturally develop a basic mental representation of the next level of perception, which is the tonal framework. At this point, we can feel whether a note belongs to a given tonal context or not. In other words, whether it fits well into it or sounds bad. Going further, we can develop the perception of the key's colors and the colors of the chords, which you have started working on in the previous units. Lastly, we have another level of perception, the one I've introduced in this unit, which consists in the intersection that you can see between chords and notes. This shows the indissoluble relation between notes and chords, melody and harmony, that is always present in our minds. This simple visual representation shows that these two levels of perception are connected, and one inevitably influences the other. So, notes played melodically can make us recall the global color of a certain chord, as Jansen and Povel proved with their research, and vice versa, chords influence our perception of the individual notes. In fact, as we've seen, triadic colors are the slight variation in sensation that a note assumes when it's played over different chords. One important aspect to understand about our relative pitch system is that everything is interconnected, and each element included in the smallest subsets constantly informs higher levels of the system. For example, a non-diatonic note or a non-diatonic chord could inform us that we might need to establish a different key. Similarly, changing the triadic color of a note can help us in recalling a different chord. Lastly, it's important to emphasize how these different levels of perception are concentric. They develop one upon the other, and they can be formed only by having developed prior levels. For example, you can't develop the perception of keys colors or colors of the chords if you haven't developed the perception of the tonal framework yet. Similarly, you can't develop the perception of triadic colors if you don't yet have a basic internalization of the keys colors and the colors of the chords. For this reason, it is extremely important to carefully follow the right step-by-step process in developing relative pitch skills. Indeed, one of the most frequent causes of failure is that people attempt to practice exercises that are too far away from their current abilities, and as a consequence, they don't see any results, so they get frustrated and they quit. If you're one of those people who like to skip things or avoid taking the most basic steps, this explanation should help you realize why you shouldn't do that. On the other hand, one thing that might comfort you is that since these skills are concentric and they develop one upon the other, once you have developed more basic skills, practicing on more advanced skills will keep on reinforcing those basic skills more and more, because you're always going to use them when practicing on advanced materials.